Morning, Arsene. We can start with tomorrow's game. Just how significant is it for the rest of your season?
Well, it is a big game, an important one, and we prepare like that for every single game with the same intensity, with the same focus, and so there's not a lot more special things to do. Maybe the impact, the consequence on the table is bigger, but the preparation is the same.
One more training session, of course, this afternoon, but what's the early team news?
Basically that Petr Cech is out and that Laurent Koscielny is not back, and we have a check this morning that everybody is available for tomorrow. We played on Wednesday night.
Cech's absence gives an opportunity to David Ospina. You've spoken a lot in the past about having a lot of faith in him.
Of course, I have a complete confidence in David, and I'm not worried at all on that front.
And just finally from me, I guess whoever plays on Saturday, it's a sort of game where you really need your fans behind you.
The fans will be behind us, I don't worry for that, you know. It's one game where the fans are anyway away from home, always behind us, and it's down to us to give them even more belief and to make them more vocal by the quality of our game.
Arsene, could we get a bit more information about the two latest injuries? Petr Cech, how long do you think he'll be out for?
3 to 4 weeks.
It's more serious than you thought at first.
No, it's not more serious. It's a serious calf injury, and he had a groin alert. You know, I think on the first goal he could not kick the ball properly out because of his groin, and maybe compensated a bit too much and provoked another muscular injury.
Obviously, your win rate with Petr Cech is quite a lot better than it is without him. So, despite your faith in Ospina, it's a loss for you.
Yes, of course, but on the other hand, if you look at the win rate of Ospina, it's very good as well. So I'm not worried at all on that front.
And Koscielny?
Koscielny is out. He's a small injury, but he's out for tomorrow. I think maybe Tuesday, certainly next week.
Is Jack Wilshere out and about running yet?
Not yet.
Still on schedule?
It's going on plan. He's doing well, but you still would think 3 to 4 weeks for him.
So after the international break, maybe.
After the international break, maybe he will be available.
Okay. Because you hear Roy Hodgson saying positive things about his chances for the summer.
Yeah, he's an important player in the plans of Roy Hodgson. I know that because I spoke with Roy about Jack, and we'll of course first of all make everything to make him available for us, and as well for England.
Do you need to win on Saturday to stay in the title race?
We want to win, but mathematically you can call that like you want. It's a need, yes, but the results are so unpredictable that even the highest gifted mathematician will have problems to find a model who works well out how this Premier League works.
If you don't win the title, will it be even worse if Spurs do?
I never understood that you want to do well because you want to win for yourself, and you want to feel that you have given absolutely everything to win. After that, you do not choose who else wins it. You know, a sport is about that the guys who deserve it win it, and it's not the identity what is important. What is important is that you give absolutely your best to be on top of everybody else.
Alexis Sanchez quote, we lack self-belief that we can win the title. There's a debate whether he said self-belief or hunger, but they're equally as worrying if a player's saying that.
No, you have to take these statements a bit into perspective. I think that's always what's coming out. I believe that belief and comes with the last results that you have made, and maybe our conscience has been a bit jaded, but it's like always in football, you know, we do 98% of things right, and we have to add the 2% that are down to maybe find back our collective qualities and even put more effort in.
So you do, at the moment, given the 3 defeats in a row, 4 if you include Barcelona, you do not see a lack of self-belief in the dressing room, or you do see it?
No, I don't see that. I feel a lot of massive disappointment after the Wednesday game. I must say I would just like to come back on that, because we watched the game again, that I were a bit unlucky as well, because the second goal was offside, and the first goal was a blatant foul on Özil that was not given. So even if we can only look at ourselves and to correct the results, but everything went against us on Wednesday night.
Blame the officials for that?
I blame nobody. I just give you the objective analysis of the game.
Finally from me, Thierry Henry has written today that he's never heard the Arsenal fans as angry as they were after the game against Spurs. Did you notice that?
Thierry Henry has his opinions. He is not has not found the measurement of the fans' angriness of 60,000 people straight away, because he sits in the best seats of the stadium.
Arsene, given the rivalry between Spurs and Arsenal, how proud are you of the record that Arsenal have, that they've never actually finished below Spurs in the league since you've been here?
Look, again, I think because we have been remarkably consistent over the years, more than anybody else, and that's the only explanation. After that, we want to do that again, and of course, tomorrow's game has a big importance because of that.
Yeah, can you have a competitive rivalry with Spurs then?
You have a competitive rivalry, but the fair one, that's what you want. You know, in sport, you have always rivals and derbies, and of course we have a rivalry.
Adam Johnson obviously is in the news this week. Do you think football is doing enough to educate its players against things like this?
Football is doing a lot, but when you are in this kind of positions, you always have the feeling that you don't do enough. But really, as well in the society, we knows a little bit the individual responsibility of people. Once you are adult, you have to stand up for what you do. It's not always the football that is responsible for the individual initiatives of people.
Can football be doing more?
Yes, and because just this is an endless work, and that you can always do more on that front. But our society as well to acknowledge that the individual person is responsible for what he's doing in our society.
Arsene, is this the most competitive North London derby you ever encountered?
I had a few, and it's very difficult to predict what will happen tomorrow, but maybe it is one of the few where the title race is at stake, maybe the only one since I'm here.
And can you admire what's happening at Tottenham as an Arsenal manager?
Look, I think they are doing well, and because they play at the top as well, and they have done well, yes.
You coped very well with pressing Barcelona. Can you take something from that first half into this game, going to quite hard?
Look, I think every game is different, and we have to adapt to the problems we will face tomorrow together as a team. We did that well for long periods, and I think we were a bit unbalanced after Chamberlain got injured against Barcelona. And what is the most important tomorrow is to find that balance again in the team to give them problems.
Do you hope the players we know what the atmosphere will be like. It's going to be an incredible occasion. A derby is unlike any other occasion, but particularly now in the title race. Do you hope that this could inject the top gear that you haven't been getting from some of your players that have played?
It will, and I'm confident that of course, it will be very vocal, but at the end of the day, what matters is what's going on the pitch. We have played everywhere in Europe, in very vocal places, and when you had the right performance, we always got the right result. It's down to the referee after to make the right decision.
Arsene, just on Laurent Koscielny, how long do you think he'll be?
Who?
Koscielny.
It's what you call today a grade 1, so it's a very short one. You know, he could have. I don't think will be available on Tuesday, but next Saturday should be all right.
And just on Cech, you said that he had a minor problem before he did the injury. Was there any suggestion that you might take him off? Did he?
No, he was a the problem we had to decide this was before the game because he had a little groin problem, but he declared himself fit, 100% fit, and then you have to trust the player. He's 33 years old. He knows his body, and the fact is perfectly available.
Do you regret that now, though, given what happened?
No, because it is like it is now. You know, I focus on future. You want the players to be tough enough to play sometimes with little pains because you're never completely perfect in March before a game. So he took that very well, and I respect that.
I suppose you're probably frustrated with the way it happened, going up for a corner. Right at the end.
No, I was more frustrated that he didn't touch the ball with a header.
Just in terms of the league, given how wide open it is, do you see it as anything other than winning the title? Would you see that as a failure if you don't win it?
Look, honestly, at the moment that doesn't go through my mind because if you say that to me, yes, because we want to win it, but it will go through the mind of 6 or 7 or 8 other teams as well.
We're talking about the fans and their mood. It seems to be that's the way they see it. They seem to see it as this is our time, this is our season, and if we don't win it, something's gone wrong.
It's normal that you see it like that, you know. I think you would interview the fans everywhere. They would tell you exactly the same in the other 6 or 7 teams.
Thank you very much.